which is Monday, August 8th, about noon. And the subject that I wanted to discuss today, if this stupid ass computer acts right, is there's a lot of people that call themselves entrepreneur because they work a job and they have a side hustle, so they figure that part of them is an entrepreneur. Or you have people that sell real estate that they work for a company that gives you the lead. You go and you sell it, you get a commission check, and they get the rest. You're not an entrepreneur. You still work for somebody. Somebody else is still signing your checks. Somebody else is still getting some of your money. So if you go in and it's 10 people that do the same thing, somebody just collected 10 checks from y'all. If you are not the one receiving the checks with your name on it or your company's name on it, then you're not an entrepreneur. You are a person that works for somebody. I know a lot of people, this is the era where a lot of people want to make out like they're an entrepreneur, which is an embarrassment to true entrepreneurs. As a true entrepreneur, basically, if you don't kill, you don't eat. You got these people who they can go check into their job, punch clock, be guaranteed a paycheck. Then they go out, they do a side hustle, and they go, well, I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. No, you're not. You already know you're getting a paycheck. Entrepreneurship, you're not guaranteed any goddamn thing. You can work your ass off and pay everybody, all your employees. Matter of fact, if you don't even have employees, you're not an entrepreneur. You have a hobby. You know what I mean? If your company is you only and it doesn't make money, you are not an entrepreneur. You are a person that has a hobby, something to do. I run into a lot of people all the time, and I'm an entrepreneur just like you. And uh, multi-level marketing, that's not being an entrepreneur. It's not. People want to believe it is. It's not. Um, you know, to be an entrepreneur, you have to own something. You have to have a responsibility of paying rent, paying bills, paying employees, marketing, dealing with all of the legal issues of what it takes to, run this business. A lot of times people have none of that, and still want to wave the flag to say I'm an entrepreneur. Well, the thing about that is the meaning of entrepreneurship comes with dealing with all these different things that entrepreneurs got to deal with. So, um, if um, you can, if you don't have those worries, you're only false flagging. You're really catching a small percentage of what entrepreneurs go through on a daily basis. You're not truly living an entrepreneur's life. You're just claiming that to be. Um, it's me and people that I know that are in the entrepreneur space. Um, it's a joke. It seems to be the thing that everybody nowadays want to claim, that they're entrepreneur. Well, it's a joke because the main ingredients, the main things that make or break entrepreneurs, you don't do. Um, you're guaranteed a paycheck when you go to work. You do your side hustle, you get that money. You don't have no employees. It's just all the things. You don't owe no rent. You ain't got no light bills. You ain't got none of that. You don't own your own physical address. All of those things that make uh, entrepreneur space a challenge is things that you don't do. So how can you um, be an auntie and claim to be I'm a mother? You're not. You're an auntie. or you can't be the best guest at someone else's house. They pay the mortgage, they pay the lights. You can't lay on a couch and say, I live on my own. You know what I mean? Why? I'm staying with my brother. You know what I mean? No, it's your brother's house. You fucking lounging there. You're taking up space there. Um, it's not yours. In in uh, in entrepreneurship, so I've worked for myself for 30 years. Okay, and for 30 years, it's a do or die situation. It's a if you don't kill, you don't eat. And there's times where shit, the lady that does my office walks away with more money than me because these people did their job and they have to be paid. So once you pay the lady that does, you pay your rent, you pay your lights, you pay your other employees. If something is left, you know, uh, you might get some, maybe, and probably not. And I meet these people who they manage to. If you've worked a job and you left that job to start your own business, the odds are so stacked against you. One of the main reasons being is that people believe owning your own business is like working a job, except you own it. You're the boss. It doesn't work that way at all. Um, what you love becomes the last thing that you do. Um, I tell people all the time, I love personal training. I love working with my client. That's the last thing I do. I mean, I have to uh, pay bills. I have to make sure things are working. I have to make sure the place is clean. I have to, post my social media every day. I have to do podcasts. I have to do all the things that keep my business flowing, where it gets to a point where actually working with people becomes a huge distraction to what I need to do to keep the business going. That's why uh, so many so many businesses go under so quickly. It's like you work a job and you show up. I really don't care how many responsibilities you have at work. It's not just like owning your own. It's really not. Um, when you go to work, you're guaranteed to get a paycheck. And usually, what happens with people when they go into business, and I've known a lot of them, uh, they overspend to get the business going. Most of them have never uh, did a profit and loss statement in their life. I know people right now that own businesses. They have no idea to how much it costs to make what they're selling. How do you know if you're making money? How to make money? How do you know any of that? Numbers in business is everything. It's everything. The constant grind, the constant hustle is everything. I don't give a shit how many degrees you got. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how cute or handsome you are. Um, you gotta work. You have to work. It's times where, uh, you know, like yesterday, Chia's hanging out with her daughters downtown. They're kicking it. My son, he's with his girlfriend in Carbondale. I'm at home, but I'm working all day, all day, nonstop. Uh, and that's is did I have to do it? Probably not, but it gives me a leg up on my competition today. And I believe truly in my heart the only reason that I have existed for as long as I have existed because I didn't have money. I actually started Ratio with advances off my credit cards years ago. I've owned Ratio for 25 years, and that led to me having to file bankruptcy, which, you know, it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? But it was what I had to do to get going. 25 years later, I look, we're doing pretty well. Do I regret doing it? No, because I would have probably never got to this position if I didn't do that, beg, borrow, steal. But I did it. We're here. Um, I have no regrets. I knew that I can be really, really good in this space. But I knew it would take a lot of sacrifice. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't want to do. Most anything you do, especially entrepreneurship, is going to require sacrifice. No longer can you take vacations. No longer can you buy new cars. No longer can you get the red bottoms and the Louis Vuitton purses and all this and that stuff. That because nothing you do, no amount of money you have is guaranteed. I could have $5,000 in the bank and the treadmill could go. Matter of fact, that's what happened. $5,000 in the bank, treadmill go out. Guess what? It costs $5,000 to get repaired. Now, when I repair that treadmill, do you think people come in and say, "Oh, you repaired the treadmill, I'm going to give you more money"? No, they pay what they pay. So you never regroup that money. You do it for the quality of your place. Now, does everybody run a business like that? No, that's why a lot of people went under. I choose to run my business as an entrepreneur, not a wannabe. I choose to run my business to the highest level that I can run it to. So the sacrifice becomes Earl. You know what I mean? Everybody, all employees get paid on time, no trouble. But like I said, with me, if there's something left, you can't spend it because trust me, something's gonna come up. And I've known people that started business that were smarter than me, had more degrees than me. They figured out what I was doing wrong, what they could do better, and guess what? They still out of fucking business because it takes more than that. If the smartest person was the most successful without putting in the hard work, the grind, and the sacrifice, we'd have some fucking PhDs that graduates that are crushing the entrepreneur field. But I have several of them here, and you talk to them. School can teach you a lot of things. They can't teach you hard. They can't teach you hard work. They can't teach you grind. They can't teach you the belief in yourself. They can't teach you self-confidence. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I don't give a damn what you do in school. They teach you how to read a book and take a test. Now, am I against school? Not at all. I believe some people need it, some people don't. I never went beyond my last grade. My last grade graduated was 8th grade. Everything else has been, I read a lot, I learn a lot. I try to keep my hand on the pulse of business in general, not just personal training, but business in general. What's going on? Like now, everybody's talking about this recession is about to come. I'm killing their ass after this recession come because prices are going to drop. You got to be ready. Last time in '08 when we had the real estate crash, everybody running around, like Chicken Little, the sky's falling. Whereas there were people in real estate, they'll tell you there was never a better time. 2008, 9, and 10 made more multimillionaires than any other period in history. Why? Because things were being sold cheap. While you were running around putting your shit in storage because they were telling you got to get out, and somebody was buying your $300,000 house for $50,000 and renting it out, it's always somebody going to win, usually people that already are in the game. Everything that happens, it either helps you or hurts you. Most people, it helps if they know what they're doing. A recession right now would be the greatest thing that ever happened to a lot of businesses. Because this market, this world has a way of clearing itself of people that's on bullshit. It's like right now, to me, everybody is a trainer. Everybody you meet, them and their mama, they're a trainer. it needs to be cleansed. When I started this journey 25 years ago, it was not like this. You did it because you loved it. Now, people from all walks think that anybody can open up. We had a gym up the street, 24-hour fitness, that went under, and the guy that owns it, the guy has a lot of money. But it takes more than that. It takes a love. It takes a grind. It takes a knowledge, and you only get that by being in it 24/7. One thing I say about me, no one in my space, or most spaces for that matter, is going to outwork me, because while you sleep, I'm working. While you're on vacation, I'm working. While you picking your ass at a restaurant eating wrong, I'm working. So I'm not gonna be outworked. And that's my claim to fame, and that's what I stick with. That's my cream de crop. That's my thing that keeps me in the game. It's what God blessed me with, and I use it to the max, and I will continue to until I get to where I feel I need to be in life, which is a very, very long way away. So, a lot of you guys, a lot of you New Jacks, generation people, y'all not entrepreneurs. Trust me, you're not fucking entrepreneurs. Stop calling yourself that. You're embarrassing people that really, truly are entrepreneurs. So stop right now. Stop it. All right. And so until next week, catch you guys. Peace.